Hey, 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 this is Straight to the Truth coming at you. We are back with more talk about P. Diddy and his home being raided in Los Angeles, California. It is now on the news and being told that Puffy P. Diddy's house is being raided, Sean Combs. Um, I don't know exactly what is going on. It's saying that he has been arrested. We are checking to get receipts. But at this moment, at this time, Puffy Sean Combs' house is being raided. Whew, this never, no ending, no ending. See, this is what happens when you are a scandalous demon and out here doing all kind of devil work. Eventually, it will come back to hunt you and bite you in your ass. And this is Puffy's time. Let's listen in to on exactly what is going on.
Trying to get a better sense of the situation, a better handle of the situation, as she was reaching out to sources within Homeland Security. And so we don't know a lot at the moment. What we know right now is happening live as we speak. Residents affiliated and connected with the music mogul and rapper Sean Diddy Combs are being raided right now by numerous law enforcement officials in what we are told, according to Fox 11 in Los Angeles, is a probe into a federal sex trafficking investigation. Now, both there in Los Angeles and in Miami, Florida. So we are overhead.
Okay, so they are raiding both of his homes. They are raiding his home in Los Angeles, and they are raiding his home in, I think, what did they say, Hollywood? But anyway, both of his mansions are being raided right now at this minute. Let's continue to listen in. I knew them boys was coming for Puffy's ass eventually.
And both of the residences in question. We do not know, essentially, because we did not see live how basically the breach went in Miami. We did see, though, how it went in Los Angeles, and we can cue that back up, show you that in just a moment here of when these
Okay,
what
it's
looked like
Miami and Los
SWAT team
Angeles
officials
homes.
breached one of these doors there at the mansion in. I want to bring up some of the context, though, as far as what Diddy has experienced in the past 3 to 4 months, because I think the context is important. So remember, last year, Cassandra Ventura, that's the famous R&B singer and songwriter Cassie, she dropped the bombshell lawsuit in New York federal court against Diddy. Now, they dated between 2005 and 2018. The lawsuit detailed very damaging and disturbing allegations. Yeah. Over years of alleged sexual, physical, and emotional abuse. Now, the two settled on an undisclosed settlement the very next day. So remember, Cassie was asking for around $30 million in damages.
Yes.
She was about to publish somewhat of a tell-all memoir from what I remember at the time. Now, a week later after that, two more women came forward and accused Diddy of sexual abuse in a separate lawsuit. Both of those lawsuits were filed last November on the eve of the expiration of the Adult Survivors Act. It's a New York law allowing victims of sexual abuse a one-year window to file civil action regardless of the statute of limitations. That was somewhat of a groundbreaking law in New York passed to allow those victims of sexual abuse and sexual assault to file their claims no matter what, that the statute of limitations had expired. So I'm only saying this because I think it's important to let you know what has been going on with some of the claims levied against Diddy over the last 3 to 4 months. Fast forward to today, March the 25th, Monday. We get word from Fox 11 in Los Angeles that something is going on at a very large mansion in the Holmby Hills section of Los Angeles We do our digging. We hear from Fox 11. This is a residence affiliated with Diddy, the media and music mogul. Then, 30 minutes later, we find out live happening in Miami, investigators are doing the very same thing across the country. And what we are told, Fox 11 Los Angeles saying this is a investigation, federal one at that, into sex trafficking. In the meanwhile here, like I said, we are bringing on some of our experts, legal analysts, law enforcement experts who know a thing or two about these probes.
Give a little shout out to Sarah, the Artsy Ninja. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it.
And we're going to hear some of these voices, though, right now, including our...
I'm like stoked because we just covered this lawsuit. It's crazy to see this ish.
To you, what a major development in such a story. I know Diddy has been going on with some of these legal sagas over the last 3 or 4 months. And then we get word of this. And like I said, I'm not saying they're related. I think it's important, contextually speaking, to bring them up. But from what you are seeing right now, what does your gut tell you, Nicole?
My gut tells me that it's absolutely related. I mean, it is typical but never a good sign when the feds show up at both of your residences with search warrants at the same time. This is done so that evidence is not lost or destroyed. It's also done by surprise so that any witnesses at either of these locations can be interviewed while they're not expecting it. So this is exactly what I would expect for warrants of this nature, and they're looking for laptops, thumb drives, images, documents, anything to verify the types of complaints that they're investigating.
You know, Nicole, you've prosecuted and dealt with a lot of these cases in the past. And for our viewers who don't know, what is the legal bar to reach the statute definition of sex trafficking in the United States? What do you need if you're some of these investigators who are poring over some of these devices, presumably that they have seized, hardware, software, a lot of drives, I would imagine, photos they are taking all over these residences? What do you even look for?
You're looking for evidence of compelled prostitution, essentially, or for potentially minors being asked to engage in sex acts. You're looking for anything that would demonstrate that there is essentially a sex trade being operated either out of those locations or that there's evidence at these locations to show that that's what was happening here. And, you know, one reason that this could be investigated by federal law enforcement as opposed to state and local law enforcement is because they believe that there is some activity that crossed state lines, for example.
I know, I think that's really kind of enlightening here, too, because this is something you just don't see every day. And I don't want to speculate on kind of the scope of the probe or the investigation, but could one be led to believe that with the number of...
So there you have it. It is going down now for Puffy. Both of his homes, the one in Los Angeles and the one in Miami, is being raided right now at this moment. Stay tuned. We'll be back tonight to talk about it, and as we go along and get more information, I'll be bringing it to all my truth seekers. All right? Y'all stay with me. Stay straight to the truth. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow. Puffy is being taken down. The feds is on his ass.